わらわは約束は守る。碑文の謎を解けば黄金鏡へ至ることができるだろう。さすれば儀式は終わる。それ以上誰も死にはせぬ。
Alright, everybody. Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Now, today, I took some W's. I took a W today. Big W, big W. You might be thinking, wait, what are you on about, Emin? So today I had an exam. I had a physics and a chemistry exam together, basically. And it's a dub. It went well. Of course, I'm glad it went well. I think I did really, really well. I think the chemistry. I think I got them all right. I think I got all the questions right in chemistry, which I'm really glad about. I've always been good in chemistry. I think I've said that before plenty of times. I'm pretty confident in my chemistry abilities. Well, I mean, okay. Let me specify that more. Relative to where I'm at right now. Does that make sense? Like, like of course, if I were to talk to an actual chemist, I would get smashed in. Right? I mean, I'm nowhere near that level. Okay, I would absolutely never call myself a chemist. Nowhere near. Okay, so please, no. As in, I mean, relative to where I'm supposed to know at my current level, studying, and I think I'm pretty good, which I'm glad of. I mean, I'm not here just to flex. I'm here because to celebrate this W, because there's multiple W's that have been taken, and I'll talk about the other W in a second, and that's a W for you guys, because you guys are W's as well. W, by the way, victories. You know, win. If you don't know what that means, just in case. I mean, I feel like everyone should be acquainted with that letter now. But yeah, and the physics I think went really well too. I may have gone like two, as in two. I mean, because there's multiple questions, and each question has like a mid-side question. Does that make sense? Like side quest, you know what I mean? And I think I got like 2 or 3 wrong, but I think the rest is right. So I think hopefully it rounds up to an A. So that would be solid if it rounds up to a really good grade. I think I'd be happy with that. I think I've done well. I think I've studied it pretty well and I've done well. So W's there for my exam today. I think I did well. I'm happy, but I was actually kind of nervous that the exam questions would be so hard that I wouldn't be able to get any of them. But nah, I think I understood what was happening decently well. Not everything, not absolutely everything, but good enough that would warrant me. Yeah, a grade I'm satisfied with. Hopefully, that's all we can hope for. So yeah, and then otherwise, another W is, like I said, you guys, because we are currently on 92 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know I have to talk about it, guys. 92? That's crazy. Alright, that's crazy. You guys are crazy. So last time, I believe it was either the previous Umineko part or the part before, we celebrated having 90 subscribers, right? How we just went up from 89 to 90, and now we've gone up 2. Like what? From last video to now we've gone up 2 subscribers. That's not. We're 92. That's a W. That's a W. Whoever you two are, or even if you're anyone else that has subscribed, or even if you haven't subscribed, honestly, just you watching this, I appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely. 92 subscribers. I cannot believe that 100 is actually a possibility. That's 8 subscribers left. Nah, that's crazy to me. That is so crazy to me, because it's been 5 months since this year started, and 5 months ago I was on 50 something subscribers, and I've been on 50 subscribers, as in that has taken me years to get. That has taken me years, but you know, I'm fine with that. That's, you know, I'm not rushing to you know, get whatever plenty of subscribers. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this looking for subscribers. I appreciate it, of course, but I don't really I don't really ask you guys to subscribe to me. You know what I mean? I just appreciate it if someone decides to like my content so much that they subscribe to me, of course. But it's not a, you know, it's not a thing I crave for, if that makes sense. I just do this for fun, right? So the fact that in 5 months or so I've gone from 50 to 92, what? When it's taken me years to get to 50. I've said this before, but that's incredible. That is incredible. I mean, it's just ah, it's awesome. It's awesome to see that people enjoying the channel. Hopefully I can keep that up, I guess. I don't really know what I don't really know what to say regarding that. I'm gonna keep doing what I enjoy, and of course I'll take in all the feedback and all the compliments and stuff, or not, or if you're just a passive viewer, that's fine. It's fine. Either way, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, and like always, if nobody watches or if everybody watches, to me it doesn't matter. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, and I'm glad to it only makes me more glad when other people enjoy it too. And in the comments I get regarding this visual novel, it's always fun, always helps me learn more about what's going on in the visual novel. I think it's helped me understand the visual novel more with the comments you guys give me with the actual context. Sometimes I misunderstand things that are going on, and you guys explaining them to me clearly is very helpful. So I do appreciate that. Otherwise, yeah, I did good on the exam, and you guys might be wondering, or people, maybe not you guys this year, but in general, how do you do that? I mean, how do you record Umineko videos while also, you know, being able to focus on studies and other stuff? And it's all about scheduling, really. You make a timetable, you schedule it. I just schedule, in a way so that I'm simultaneously able to put 1.5 to 2 hours ish a day for recording Umineko videos, while also putting enough hours in the day to be able to do the rest of my studies and do good in that too, right? It's not really that complicated, you know what I mean? It's just about it's about discipline. Funny enough, I'm talking about discipline reading Umineko. It's all about discipline and just scheduling, you know what I mean, and following through with your schedule, and just when you're feeling down in the ruts, you just gotta just do it. You know what I mean? Those days, the people who go the furthest, I've always thought this, the people who go the furthest are always the people who, even during the bad days, they're just, all right, just let me just do it, let me get the day over, let me do the things I need to do today. You know what I mean? And of course, different people have different lives, of course. Struggle with ADHD. I think that causes you to procrastinate more and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And of course that sucks. And I wish the best for everybody. But I think in general, just gotta, if you schedule things right and are able to just get into things, I think it'll go well. Which then gets me to the question of reading this visual novel, right? How I always thought, how whenever I was introduced to this visual novel, I was warned that it was going to be a really long read. And for me, I know this isn't the case for everyone else, but for me, a long story is good. I don't understand complaints about, but that visual novel is too long, or that show is too long. To me, I don't understand it, because for me, I hate enjoying a show and it only being one season long. I hate that. I want it to be long, because then I get to enjoy myself more. I like connecting to the characters and understanding them better, and that, right? Right? Like, the fact that in this visual novel, I know the names of everybody. I've even given nicknames to multiple characters. Beato. I literally call her Beato. I mean, she told me to call her Beato, so she literally told me. I mean, I've been calling her Beato before she even told me that, but you know, there's that. And even her minions, dude. As her name is Asmodeus or Asmodeus, I think. I've given her a nickname Asmo because it's easier to say than Asmodeus, and I don't really know the correct pronunciation for that, so I go Asmo. See that? Satan. I know the stake of wrath, the stake of lust. Even these characters that have appeared for 2 seconds, the God attendant, they've appeared for 2 seconds. I know their names. I've memorized their names. Dude, what about even Jessica's classmates? Do you guys remember Jessica's classmates? It happened. It was so long ago at the very start of the episode. You'd think they were irrelevant characters. Nah, I remember the names. Saku and I had two. Memorization rules to remember their names. First things first was my friend Saku. How did I memorize the other name? Damn it! No. I can't be saying that and then embarrassing myself like this. What was the other memorization rule? One of them was my friend and the other one. Rin. See that? I'm so good. The other one was Fate Stay Night. See that? Rin Tosaka. I know that's not her actual name, but Jessica's friend is Rin. And her other friend was called Saki. See that? Fate Stay Night and my friend. See that? With that, I'm able to remember. I'm able to memorize the names of even characters that they're probably not relevant. But who knows? Just in case I remember they exist. I also remember that her school has this principal that Nazi's affiliated with, or she's at least talked to him, obviously, because she's taking care of Jessica. So stuff like that. Or the company that Kinzo, I think it was called Moriso, the company that Kinzo gave his one goal to. Right? And that was the goal that Cross ended up finding, right? Stuff like that. It's small little things, but I like to remember stuff like that. I like details like that. I don't know. I like, I don't know. I just like it when stories are long with a lot of details and that even if it's not relevant, it's just, I don't know. I like to catch on to things like that. And honestly, that's probably why. Here we go. I mean, brings it up again. Probably why I like One Piece so much. Genuinely, that's all One Piece is about. I have this video actually. I can link it down. Wait, where do people look more often? In the description of a video or in the comments? Or should I just do both? I could link a video in the description of my channel or maybe in the comments after this is over. Remind me if I forget. But I can link a video where it literally summarizes in 7 minutes why I love One Piece so much, basically. But it's not even a commentary video. It's not anybody talking. There's nothing happening. It's just clips from the show. But I don't like to explain it. I'll link the video. Hopefully remember. And you don't have to watch it, of course. If you don't want to, it's fine. But when I watched the video, I finished it. 7 minutes went by in 2 seconds for me. And I thought, this is why I love this show. This is why I love this manga. Okay, this is why I love One Piece. It's the journey. Oh, you know what? I don't want to get into it. I could talk for One Piece for too long. But the point is, everyone knows how One Piece is long. I mean, everyone has heard a complaint. Oh, One Piece is too long. I don't want to read it. Which is fine. I mean, that's a very fair complaint in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna blame someone for not reading something because it's too long. Same thing with Umineko. I'm sure there's people not reading Umineko because it's too long. Oh, it's 8 episodes. It takes over 100 hours to read. I mean, for me, it's clearly taken much longer than I'm gonna take hundreds. I might go up to 300 hours reading this. Considering, look at me babbling right now. It's gonna take me a really long time to finish this visual novel. But basically, I like long stories because it helps me connect to the characters more and I start caring for the characters more. You know what I mean? That makes me love a series more. I will never enjoy a 12 episode or a 1 season show as much as I'll enjoy a long story. So that's why I don't really understand it's too long. I mean, I respect it and understand people have real life going on and I get it. But for example, if you take One Piece as an example, you can take Umineko as an example too. You can take anything as an example. One Piece, the manga. We're not even talking about the anime. The anime is slow paced, and especially after the time skip, which is 500 episodes in, it gets really, really slow. But if you're talking the manga, which I think is beautiful, basically perfect. Nah. But no, it has flaws. It has flaws. I like everything has flaws. I mean, you guys cannot tell me everything is flawless. But if you take One Piece for example, it's 1,000 chapters, right? And in an hour, you can read, let's say, 10 chapters. I think in an hour, I can read 10 One Piece chapters, right? Um, Although when I record my reactions to the different chapters, I know I take more than 30-40 minutes to to read the chapter. But that's because I'm discussing it and theorizing and analyzing the chapter, right? That's why I take so long. But in a normal read through, right, you read a chapter in about 6 minutes. You know what I mean? 6-7 minutes. So you can read 10 chapters in an hour. If you take 1 hour every day to read 10 chapters of anything, it doesn't have to be One Piece, it can be any other series like Berserk or something, anything, even a book, anything. If you take 1 hour out of your day, as long as the series you enjoy, it's worth it. Because let's say you take 1 hour a day to read One Piece. One Piece is currently at chapter 1050, but let's say 1000 chapters, okay? It will take you 100 days, right? That's 1000 divided by 10, okay? Thank you, I mean, good math. 100 days to catch up to One Piece. That's what, 3.5 months? Easy, 3.5 months, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I've personally gone through like 5 hour reading sessions of One Piece. Not even joking. I've read like 60 chapters at once at times. That I don't know, man. Dude, when you get into a series you love, you know, you just start reading. You're hooked. You're hooked. It's like a fish. You're grabbing a fish and you're the fish. All right. That's what Umineko's doing to me right now. I'm loving Umineko. I mean, maybe I haven't gone too far into the visual novel yet, but started to understand why people love this so much, even though everything is still a mystery. That's just the character interactions alone. Just seeing them talk, even the funny moments like here, Beato saying, "I keep my promises." Even that, it's hilarious. This is great. I don't want this to end. You know, I don't want this to be short. Imagine Umineko's just 2 episodes. Dude, I'd be done. I'd be livid. I'd be annoyed, right? So 3.5 months, right? And how long have I been reading Umineko? I've been reading Umineko since January or something, right? I mean, consistently since January, and we're almost done with episode 2. I think, or since February, I don't know. We're almost done with episode 2. You know, and I know there's, I think, 8 episodes. That's fine. Slow and steady. It keeps, you know, we'll get there in the end. Why are we rushing to finish it? We're here to enjoy it. We're not here to finish it. I've said this a million times before, but yeah. I'm gonna get into it right now, actually, just so you don't completely snail this pace down. But yeah, summarized, I'm loving my experience right now, and I think if it comes to long series, it's not as much of a oh, it's too long to read or watch thing. It's more of a, if you can schedule the series in your day in a way, if that makes sense, and you're able to consume it in small chunks a day, you'll actually catch up much quicker than you realize, right? You think it'll take years to read Umineko? It won't. It might. It might for me because I'm recording videos and so it's taking longer. I'm talking now. But for a typical person, I'm sure you could do it in a couple months. I am 100% sure you could read entire Umineko in a couple months. Right? If you just take the time off every day, you know what I mean? And I know we all have our busy schedules and that, but I genuinely believe just take some time off every day, right? Every day, if you do something small thing every day, you'll be amazed how much progress you've made in a couple months. It's actually crazy. This is the same, not just for Mineko, for anything really, like exercise or if you're trying to learn how to play a guitar, anything. This is really just gotta get. It's more discipline than anything, really. And when it comes to something you enjoy, even more so because it's not even discipline. You enjoy it. So why are you complaining that it's too long if you enjoy it? That means you get more of it. Just saying. Alright, I'm gonna keep going now. Enough babbling. I've made my point more than clear by now. Let's keep reading. Hopefully I remember to link the video in the description and the comments. You don't have to watch it, of course. I'm not gonna force anyone to watch anything. Just a shout because I've already mentioned it anyway. Alright, Beato. I should probably, I'll also make a timestamp along with the video, because I've been talking for so long now. Along with the video, I'll make a timestamp for right now. Hello, here for the timestamp people who didn't want to watch the entire babbling. We're gonna start up again. Here we go. Beato, she keeps her promises. If you solve the riddle of the epitaph, you shall be able to reach the golden land. When that happens, the ritual will end. Normal people will die. So she promised in red. So yeah. And yeah, this timestamp is gonna go along with the link of another video, and that video is gonna link you to at least one of the biggest reasons why I love One Piece. You don't have to watch that other video, but if you want to, go ahead. If not, we'll keep reading. It's fine. Okay, so last time, to recap real quick, we won't take too long to recap here. Basically, George suggested to go to the chapel to get Natsui's keys so that we can get her mirror from her room, because that mirror reflects bad stuff back to the center. Basically reflects magic. It's a magic protector, and it might work they're theorizing that it might work similarly to the mirror in the shrine that Shannon broke when she got over there with a boat. So Shannon can use a boat. Impressive. I don't think I'd be able to. And she really regrets it, but George, to ease her mind, because Shannon feels like she's the one that started this entire ritual with the killings. So George decided, alright, we'll do this to protect ourselves and ease her mind. And of course, then you can question whether George actually believes in witches and that, or whether he's just trying to appease Shannon's mind. And then we've gone here to the parlor, and battlers started questioning whether, as you can see here, whether Beato keeps her promises or not. Maria told him, yeah, she keeps her promises. She wouldn't do that. And Rosa, paranoid, she's just sitting on the sofa with her back to the door, because the door is locked really well with some couches, I think, as well, with some sofas blocking it. So she's good. She's just, if she feels like if there's going to be an attacker, they're gonna come from the window. And yeah, Battler's sitting down. He's depressed. He's down in the dumps right now, I'm not gonna lie. And he's not sure whether Beato will keep her promises. He feels like Maria only believes it because Maria is a pure child, so she believes in a witch's promises. But now she's saying it in red that she keeps her promises, so there we go. And he also sympathized with Rosa about her being the youngest sibling, which is why she's been acting the way she's acting so far. And yeah, I kind of get that. I feel that. Okay, now let's keep going. Which again, that brings back to what I was talking about, how Battler's sympathizing with Rosa, right? That gives us more character info on Rosa as well, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate learning more about characters, right? I'm sure there's still plenty to learn about the characters who have died that we haven't seen much of. Like, I'm sure we can learn more of Eva and Hideyoshi. I'm sure we can learn more of Cross. You guys know how much I want that Cross info, right? We learned plenty about Nazi in episode 1. You know what I mean? And we have spent a lot of time with Jessica, so we know a lot about her. We spent a lot of time with Shannon and George, so we know a decent bit about them. We know a lot about Kanon. And during this episode, we started learning more about Gora, right? I've understood Gora a bit more. So there you go. Genji is just Genji. He's very mysterious. And yeah, now we're spending so much time with Beato as well, and Maria, and of course Rosa. Like I said, Battler's the main character. Of course, we'll know all about him. But yeah, you know, we know tidbits of Rudolph. To be fair, not that much about Kyrie, his wife. Other than apparently she does have another child, as in that isn't Battler, and that's not, obviously Battler's not her child, but still, she's stepmom. But she does have another child, I believe, someone told me. And there's also Cross, of course, we can learn more about him. We've already learned quite a bit about Cross, to be fair, right? With his discussions with Nazi, right? He's had a few discussions with Nazi where we've learned about him and how he regrets some of his business decisions. And that's great, right? You know what I mean? That's great. You know, it would be great if you got a bit more, you know what I mean? So yeah, Cross, and yeah, just in general. Again, we know a little about Eva and her mischievous, I guess, ways. The way she was talking to Shannon. Guys know I don't like that. Most people probably don't like that. But there's Eva, Hideyoshi as well. We can learn more about him. I mean, yeah, he's got his business stuff going on along with Cross, but there's always more to be learned about them in general. As in, what I mean by that is why have their business minds come to this conclusion? You know what I mean? How have they come to where they have? With Rosa now, we've gotten plenty of that. We understand now because, yeah, she's the youngest sibling. She's always gotten the slack from her older siblings. That's why now, when they're dead, she's acting like this. It's not necessarily that she herself is this sort of person, but she's just returning to others what her siblings brought down on her when she was younger. So we're starting to understand why Rose is acting the way she is, and her and the way she does stuff, and I love that. See, that's what I mean by learning other characters too. We can learn that sort of stuff with Genji. Why is Genji the way he is? Why is he such an obedient servant? Kraus, Hideyoshi. I mean, there's so much to learn about so many other characters, and of course, we're still really early on individual novels. So I'm sure we'll learn more as we go along here, and with Beato too. I mean, I feel like with Beato we got a glimpse I feel like we know what Beato's actually like. She's still a mysterious character, but we got a glimpse of it when she was talking to Shannon on the beach. I feel like there was some real Beato going on there, where she said she was lonely because she was stuck on this island for decades. I mean, there's that little glimpse of maybe there's some character there that we haven't fully seen yet. There might be something there with Beato. You know what I mean? Maybe she's lonely. That's why she's doing all this for entertainment, right? Maybe she just longs for love. You guys know love. You guys know love, right? I mean, you guys know what they say about love in this visual novel. Love is the single element that makes up the universe. And there was also that one quote that someone even reiterated in one of my comments, I believe. Something about needing love to see something, right? Like you need love to see magic or stuff. I don't know exactly what it means. But there's probably some stuff about love going with Beato. It also connects with the whole mistress talk that they were having in episode 1 about Kinzo having a mistress, Beato, so other than his wife, and then the moment his wife died, he was able to be with Beato, and then maybe Kinzo having a secret child. I mean, there's a bunch of different theories like that they've brought up, and again, I could ramble about that for hours, as you can tell, right? I can talk about these characters for hours, and to me, that's what makes a good story. This is what makes such a fantastic story in Umineko, where the, if I can babble about a character for hours, right, about how they've acted throughout the visual novel and how they are, and we're only in episode 2, we're not even done with episode 2. The fact that I can already say this much about different characters, I think is amazing. I think this is amazing. And yeah, I've enjoyed my time with this visual novel so far. We're gonna keep it going here, of course. I have been rambling for a lot, but but yeah, we're gonna keep it going, and let's see what Battler says back to her. I mean, I'm sure Battler's about to comment on her promises here. And of course, I love Battler as a main character. I'll say this: I've said this before. Hot take. I don't know if it's hot anymore, but at this point, I'm pretty confident in this take. I don't care if you guys disagree with me. Honestly, Battler, prefer Battler over Keiichi. Yeah. Keiichi from Higurashi, I don't hate him. He's fine. He's a fine main character. He works for Higurashi. But whoever the writer is, really stepped it up for Battler. I think Battler is just Keiichi just realized. I mean, Battler is so good. I really love Battler. Personally, just really love Battler. I definitely love him more than Keiichi. Although that could just be because I've only watched the anime for Higurashi, so maybe I'd like Keiichi more if I read the visual novel variant. Who knows? Possibly, maybe not. But Battler definitely up there for me right now. For really good characters in this visual novel, I love him. I can resonate with him a lot, and even now when he's down in the dumps, I feel for him. All right, let's keep going.
お前みたいな外道の極みが
Speaking of the devil,
ルールを遵守するってのかよ
there's Battler. So you're saying a complete monster like you follows the rules?
わらわが残忍で卑劣で下道であることを否定はせぬ。
Okay, so she admits to being a monster and unjust.
だがわらわは魔女だ。魔法を使う。魔法を使うには守らねばならぬルールがある。わらわは魔女だからこそそれをないがしろにできぬのだ。それだけは信じるがよい。
Because I am a witch, I cannot neglect those rules. You should at least believe that much.
これだけめちゃくちゃやってきて、それでもルールだけは信じろってのかよ。
I mean, so far, none of her quote-unquote rules have been wrong. To be fair, Battler, you're saying that you're telling me to trust it, to at least the rules. None of her rules or conditions have come wrong. I mean, you haven't solved the riddle yet, so you don't know whether it's gonna work or not. And the Twilights have gone exactly as she said every time. We still haven't praised her noble name, so I don't really know how that works. But the Twilights have gone like they have. Maybe we have praised her noble name already. I don't really know. Maybe we have. She did say in red that that you're gonna kneel or you're kneeling. So maybe that's you praising her noble name. But yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to believe in her rules.
わらわはたぶらかしはする。
Yeah, she plays tricks, but she still follows the rules that she's clearly set out.
もちろん人も騙す。人間と変わらぬ。だが約束として口にしたことを保護にしたことは一度もない。
But not once have I disregarded something that I have said as a promise. She did say it in red too, Battler. So
人間はどうか約束を必ず守るのか。
oh, you hit us right where it hurts, Beato, huh? Do you always keep your promises? I'm finding it really interesting how Beato's not smiling or laughing here. It feels like she's having a more heartfelt conversation with Battler. She's not going, what about you humans? You always keep your rules? No, she feels like she's being more, look at her face too, she's being more heartfelt with this.
約束を守ろうなんてキャッチフレーズがある以上、ちゃんと履行されてるかどうかは疑わしいな。
It's thoughtful that we always follow them as we should. Maybe we aren't much better than witches. You know how witches are typically portrayed as these ugly women that ride brooms and have ugly noses and eyes and stuff, you know? But Maria sees them as beautiful and great and stuff. And, you know, so far, I mean, when I was younger, I also thought, you know, based on what I've seen in media and stuff, I always thought, oh yeah, witches look like that. But as I've grown older and seen witches in many different aspects, right? I mean, I've seen Studio Ghibli movies, witches in those. I mean, they're looking great, right? We've seen witches in different, I mean, of course, now here in Umineko, right, with Beato, but also Burncastle. We haven't seen any other witches than them, but you know, I've seen some other stuff with witches in them too, and that has changed my mind about witches. Now when people say witches, I feel like when I was a kid, when I was 6 years old, you talk to me about witches, I think, oh, you mean those ugly, you know, those ugly hags that wear purple hats and white brooms, those witches. Now when you say witches, I just think, oh yeah, those women that do magic. You know, I don't think that they're ugly as they used to be depicted when in children's books when I was a kid. And you know what? I think part of that is Umineko. I mean, I don't know how much Umineko is to help with that, but Umineko's helping with that for sure. I would, you know, as much as her personality reeks, I would not describe Beato as an ugly woman personally, or witch. I mean, I don't really know. She's 1,000 years old. I don't really know if you can define her as a woman anymore. But appearance-wise, you know, she's not an ugly old hag, right? Personality is really ugly, right? I mean, she's killing people for fun. I think just based on that, I'm good.
わらわから見れば人間の方がよっぽど利己的で下道な存在よ。
Oh, look at her eyes there when she says that.
人間の約束ほど疑わしいものはない。わらわも時に人間と契約するが、くだらない願い一つ叶えるのに、どれほど厳重に取り決めをするか想像もつくまい。
I doubt you could even imagine how strict an agreement must be made just to grant a single foolish wish. Again, this is really interesting because, again, Beato, it feels like she's talking in a heartfelt manner, as in a serious tone. This for the first time. I mean, yeah, she's talking bad about humans, but she's being serious. She's not just doing it to make fun of me. Maybe because I've started believing in her now, so she doesn't have as much reason to laugh at me. But I don't. It feels like she's being more genuine with this, and not just you are incompetent in red. Although I don't. That is genuine to be fair, because it's red. But you know what I mean.
少しでも隙があると、連中はすぐに叶える願いの数を100に増やせとか、小さな豆粒に変身してみろとか言い出す。
Try transforming to a tiny speck, increase the number of fishes to 100. Yeah, honestly, I've always thought that, oh, Amin, what would you do if you got a wish? I'd just be like, well, okay, if I got a wish and I could wish for whatever I want, then I'd wish for a million wishes. I'd just wish for infinite amounts of wishes. See, that easy. You know what I mean? You gotta be... I see her point. You gotta be really strict when it comes to wishes. Like wishes from lamps and stuff. You gotta make rules, okay? Yeah. You cannot wish for a million wishes. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. I mean, the list is probably so long to avoid these small loopholes that I could not be bothered.
親父によく言われたぜ。契約書ほど怖えもんはねえって。よく読まずにハンコを押すやつは、骨の髄まで喋られて当然だって言ってたぜ。悪徳で荒稼ぎしてやがったんだな。
You met us killing 3 mice. Oh man, yeah, and your dad is yeah, I guess we did see part of his businessman, like when he was talking to Kitty on the phone that one time, and then he talked to his company members because his company was failing big time, or it was in trouble in court. So this is interesting.
察しろ。人は生まれながらに詐欺を知りはせぬ。どこかで被った。
That's a freaking quote right there. People do not know fraud from birth.
だから覚えた。
And so it is learned. Man, are you telling me Rudolph has suffered fraud so many times that he's learned it? Dang, Rudolph.
押し付け合わずにはいられぬ人の世の罪か。はて、どこの魔女に聞いたやら。
Wait, was it Bernkastel? Was the witch I heard that from?
まあいい。そなたが思っているほど、わらわも無慈悲ではないぞ。
I'm not as heartless as you think, you see. I don't know about that. You still killed my entire family for entertainment and laughs, and then you told me to strip naked and kneel and kiss your shoes. It doesn't get much more heartless than that. Alright, great. The sins of the human world which must be forced on one another?
嘘をつけ。これだけの大勢を。しかもまた。
Exactly. Like, I'm not as heartless as you think. Shut up. Yes, you are.
こんな残酷な方法で殺しておいて、何が無慈悲ではないだ。
Exactly. How could you not be heartless? That's something I agree with Battler. How could you not be heartless?
約束は守るだと。
Okay, that I believe her in. I believe she keeps her promises, but she killed my parents and uncles and aunts and stuffed candy in them. Hello? You telling me that's not heartless? Great.
いい加減なことを言うな。俺はお前を認めない。
But you have!
断じて。
You have though!
それを譲らないことだけが、お前への抵抗だと俺は信じてる。
But you've already given up. You were crying, saying, "What? So you've turned back on that?" So, whew, okay, you tell me that one time you didn't actually kiss her shoes. Phew, I hope you didn't. So you're not her servant right now, right? You've gone back to not accepting her. How does... Wait. Am I reading this wrong? You say, don't say stuff like that. I won't accept it. Yeah, I think I'm reading this correctly. He's not accepting. So he's gone back to not accepting her. This is good, Battler. I prefer this over yourself earlier. I believe that not giving that up is the only way I can resist you. That is how Shannon was resisting her too, to be fair. But Shannon believed the way Shannon did it is the way I thought too, where she believes in Beoto and she believes she exists, but she doesn't accept her and doesn't go along with her plans. That's what I want you to be, Battler. But even if you don't, it's better that you don't even think she exists. But I'll take a simple I won't accept you too. That's better.
なるほど。永遠の苛波であるのは、わらわに対しても同じであるというわけか。
You're saying that this eternal torment will be the same for me?
かもしれぬな。千年は長い。
It's a freaking long time, yeah.
魔女の強さは、魔力より我慢強さで決まるのかもしれんな。なるほど。ベルン教の恐ろしさもうなずける。
Wow, that's the first time we've heard of another witch mentioned since the Tea Party. But yeah, freaking what we were saying earlier about 50 years being a long time. That's so true, dude. That's 50, no, not 50 years, 1,000 years. That's so much. 1,000 years. That's like, yeah, that's more than 50 times or something than I've lived. I don't know how much. Yeah, 1,000 years. Yeah, that's 50 times the amount I've lived. That's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine living 50 times. Oh my god. You've lived for a long time, Beato. That's crazy. I cannot redo my life. I mean, keep going my life another 49 times to live as long as Beato. That's too long. I'm good. I'm down to do another 3-4 times and then I'm dead. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Another 49 times? Nah, I've overstayed my welcome at that point by far. I'm good. Alright. But their endurance. Burn, yeah, Burn is in very durable person, right? Cause yeah, that's what I got from Burncast, is that she was very durable. While who was the other one called? Lambda Delta. Lambda Delta. I mean, we never saw her, but she's the one that is very offensive, right? Very on the attack. While Burncast is more endurance. Beato is, I guess, she's just she's just gold. Contract. Yeah, I give you this gold, you give me power.
何をわけのわかんねえ話をブツブツ言ってやがる。
Oh, come on, Battler. You've met Burncastle, haven't you? Wait, maybe not. I don't know, actually. Burncastle introduced in the Unhuman Party. That was after Battler, yeah, that was after the Tea Party. Battler wasn't there. So, wait a minute. So Battler hasn't met Burncastle yet, right? He's not aware that other witches, well, could exist. I mean, he doesn't accept witches, I don't think. But I don't know. Interesting.
さっさと永遠の苛波とやらを続けろよ。俺は1000年でも1万年でも付き合う覚悟だぜ。
Alright, Battler's prepared to stick around for 10,000 years. That's a long time, mate. I don't think... Listen, I love Umineko, and I know I said that that I'm down for long stories. About 10,000 years, I think I'm good on that. I think I'm good on that. Ugh. Let's hope Umineko does not go on for 10,000 years. Ugh.
よいよい。
よいよい。
少しは戦う気力も戻ってきたようだな。
Does seem like he has. Does he believe in you now, but not accept you? That's what I'm hoping for.
そうでなければつまらない。
It will be boring otherwise. So he hasn't kissed your shoes, I'm hoping. I'm hoping he hasn't. You said it in red that he's kneeling, but I'm hoping, I mean, that's true, but I'm hoping he hasn't kneeled, but I know it's true. So I don't know why I'm hoping when I know it's true. I'm hoping there's a loophole around that red truth so that Battler doesn't actually kneel.
ほら、対戦ゲームでもよくあるだろ。乱入したけど、相手があまりに弱くて拍子抜けで、わざと負けて最終ラウンドまで延長させて。
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that.
最後に本気でフルボッコにすることとかって
Okay, I've
あ
done
る
that.
だろ。
I've done that in Rocket League for sure. I'm like, you're kind of trash. I'll extend the game to the last time, and then boom, you get wrecked. Done. Get out. I've done that. Is that what you're doing right now? You're chilling on Battler a bit, let him get his confidence back, and then you're gonna beat me to a pulp. Is that it? I don't think I like the sound of that. Maybe you're underestimating me too much, Beato.
例えの意味がわかんねえよ。
You've never played a Oh wait, 1986. I was gonna say you've never Battle, you've never played a game or a multiplayer game before? 1986. Yeah. Wait, how old is Battler now then? He's 18 in 1986. How old is he now? Let's see. I'm gonna get the calculator out. I've got a calculator here right next to me because I did the exam earlier. Engineering exam. Ah, here we go. Let's see. 2022 minus 1986. 36 plus 18. Battler is currently 54 years old. Assuming he hasn't died in these murders, which we know he has. You know, we saw it in the end credits of episode 1. He has died, or at least they didn't find his body, so he's gone. But if he was still alive, he'd be 54 years old right now. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Oh wow, wait a minute. He'd be... Let me think about it. He would be... Wait a minute. Is he? Let me think. 10... No, he's younger. I was gonna say he might be the same age as my mother, but no, he's younger than my mother is. So Battler is younger than my mother. Let's go, Battler. He is. So my mother was in her 20s. Yeah, my mother is like around George's age. Around... Oh my god, that's great. That's great to think about. Oh, that's weird. That's weird to think about. Yeah, 1986. My mother would have been around George's age. Probably going to college or something. Or university, I guess. Oh, that's weird. That's weird to see. It's weird to think of her as someone that young. Because, of course, for me, she's always been old. So that's kind of weird. Interesting. Alright, interesting. Alright. Interested to get a perspective on how long ago this visual novel has taken place. Multiplayer games. Maybe not weren't the thing back then.
ワインと同じよ。
Because George is 23, right? He's 5 years older than Battler. Yeah, I remember that from episode 1. I believe they mentioned he was 23 years old. Alright.
よく熟成させねば輝かぬ。
If you don't let it age well, it won't sparkle. I can't say that's relatable or not because I've never had wine or old wine, so I'll get there. But you're probably right. I've heard the phrase before. It ages like fine wine. I've heard that a million times, so I know what it means. I'm sure you're right that wine. I've just never tasted wine. I'm good. And then there's tastes like old milk, right? You let wine go, it tastes good. You let milk go, it tastes like trash. So I actually used to know the reason why. There's an actual yeah. There's a reason. Thinking chemistry, there's actually a reason why wine tastes better if you leave it on, if you leave it out for a while. There is an actual reason for it. Something about what are they called in English though? Something about the components of the taste components. They react with each other with the air. They react with the air in a way so that it changes taste, and people really like that sweeter taste in a sense. Something along those lines. I don't know how to say it in English though, because I studied it in Norwegian, so that sucks. Alright, let's keep going.
お前はそれに耐えられるワインだ。わらわがじっくり熟成させてやる。
You did say that you treat me like a plaything, like a toy, and enjoy you thoroughly in red, so I guess you're right.
そなたをわらわの優雅な時間を彩る最高の美酒に育て上げてやるぞ。
I'll raise you to be the best alcohol to call my elegant time. You did say, you'll make me your favorite piece of furniture and love me like a toy until I turn to ashes. You did say that in red, so,
だからこの程度で屈服などするな。わらわを引き続き否定してくれよ。何しろわらわはそなたが認めぬ限り儚き幻想に過ぎぬのだから。
as long as you don't accept him nothing more than a fleeting illusion. So Battler's gone back to just denying her like earlier. I was hoping he'd believe her but not accept her. But okay, this is fine too. As long as he doesn't believe her, this is fine too. As long as Battler doesn't give up, that's what matters. Okay, we've gone back. Here we go. They've broken the window, the glass. They're going in. This is the chapel. They've opened the lights. Alright, they've gone in, they've broken the glass, they've opened the lights in the chapel. Here we go. No matter how many times I see it, it's awful.
教中、お察しします。シャノンさん、鍵を頼みます。お亡くなりになられたとはいえ、奥様はレディーです。私には触れることができません。
Even though she has passed away, Madame is a lady. I cannot touch her. Alright, Shannon. Go, go, go.
はい。
Yes. Shannon nodded sharply, her expression filled with a sense of duty. George, Gora, and Shannon had broken a suitable window and were inside the chapel. Since they really hadn't wanted to break one, they had searched for another way in, just in case. But in the end, that only proved once again that there was nowhere that anyone could slip in through. And emphasized further how inscrutable was the chapel's locked room. Inscrutable. I've never heard that word in my life. Listen, we're learning English together. I mean, myself. You guys probably know what the word means and think I'm an idiot. Well, maybe not. I won't describe myself as an idiot for that. Impossible to understand or interpret. Okay. How impossible to understand and interpret was the chapel's locked room. Alright. You guys probably don't think I'm an idiot for not knowing that word, because English is not my native language. But, you know. Inside the chapel, time had stopped since they had left it earlier. Oh, as in, I was gonna say, what do you mean time had stopped? As in, like, the bodies are still the same, everything is the same, that nobody has touched it, so time has stopped. I get it. Of course, even George could not approach that horrible Halloween party again. It was only natural, because it made him remember again the sadness of losing both of his parents at once. And Gora, thinking of the possibility that their bodies might have changed in some horrible way, now that half a day had passed, didn't want to let George approach. Another thing is, that's actually another thing that is interesting with George, is that the fact that he was willing to go back to the scene of the murder, even though it's only gonna remind him of his parents' death, but he's doing all this for Shannon's sake. I can kind of respect that from George, you know. Shannon followed Gora's instructions and approached the party table. Normally, Shannon might have resented having another dirty job forced on her, but now she could truly understand Gora's mental state. Yeah, now, you've talked about this with Shannon before. Shannon has talked multiple times about Gora's mental state. How she was annoyed that she had to clean the dishes behind, but that she didn't mind it at one point. And yeah, now it feels like, yeah, Shannon is understanding. You know, she keeps getting the dirty jobs from Gora. I mean, Gora keeps doing that, but I feel like now Gora is being more genuine than usual. He's not doing this just to flex. I feel like now Gora's actually doing this because he cares, and for that I respect Gora too, you know. He could now truly understand Gora's mental state. Despite Gora's prodigious, I think it's prodigious, maybe prodigious, because it's prodigy, prodigious. Hopefully that's fine. Despite Gora's prodigious skill, he had gotten into trouble, lost his job, and been left out in the streets. Aww. And then Natsu had given him a new life. Hey! Natsu saving people's lives. I mean, I still don't fully love how she treats her servants, but the fact that she saved Gora, poor man Gora, in the streets, I respect that. Even though it had just been a casual employment for Natsu, Gora must have felt that it was a turning point in his fate. Yeah, well, what about these murders? Are these also turning point in your fate, Gora? That's not funny. Not like at all. It's not funny at all. Alright, and those around Gora could see that he felt a special kind of loyalty to Natsu. So he probably didn't want to lose that feeling, even though she was dead. And that's what Shannon is getting at there. Okay, okay. Again, Shannon's always been a nice person, but this was nice of Shannon to do. Alright. Now that half a day had passed, the bodies of Natsu and the rest had changed completely. Small bugs that it's not bugs. Small bugs that had sniffed out the smell of death had started to gather. That's disgusting. It really wasn't something you could look at directly. Yeah, I imagine. Their bodies are starting to, I mean, not rot necessarily, but more like their blood is drying. The bodies are starting, I don't know, some decomposing going on here and there. These bugs, I mean, it's awful. It's been half a day. It's awful. Probably smells awful too, man. You know what I mean? Six dead people. Ugh, the smell's gotta be horrible if you get really close. I feel bad for Shannon, honestly. Excuse me, madame. Because of her long experience as a servant, Shannon had an idea of which pocket Natsu had kept the key to her room in. Probably in this pocket. Her guess didn't fail her. Just by touching the outside of the pocket, she was immediately able to feel it. Key to Madame's room. Interesting that whoever the culprit is has let it stay there rather than take the key with them. Almost like they want them to find the key to Madame's room, or maybe they left it there on purpose, or maybe they haven't thought about it that far. Maybe. Or maybe there is a reason for it. Maybe they thought that maybe someone would have thought about coming here to get it and left it there on purpose and not took it with them. Because so far, I feel like the culprit's done a good job hiding their tracks. I mean, Beato, I guess, the culprit, whatever you wanna call him. Like hiding Nandro and Kumasawa's body and everything. But they've left this key here. Okay. And then there's the letters with the key and everything. So the culprit is careful. Beato is careful, but you know. Shannon held the key up high, showing the others that it had been found. As George and Gora watched her, their eyes opened wide. That wasn't the expression Shannon was expecting, so it startled her. Yeah, I wonder why their eyes are opening wide. There's probably butterflies behind you, Shannon. It's time to die, right? Yep. Spot on. My guess was correct. Because Shannon hadn't noticed. Yeah, my guess was spot on. Butterflies gathered around her. Yep. Alright, it's time. George and Gora, watching from afar, had been able to notice it first. Because when Shannon had held the key up high, a blizzard of gold leaf had billowed from around the table. They were countless gold butterflies. Because it was the first time George had seen them, to him, they might have looked fantastical. Right, this is the first time for George. At this point, we've gotten used to these butterflies, but George is like, ah! But Gora already knew. He knew that those gold butterflies, far from being beautiful, held sway over something disastrous. And that gold swelled, trying to suck Shannon in.
Shannon-san!
Yeah, Gora's got his fists up, ready to fight, let's go!
走って
Shannon, run! She's noticed. Ah! Shannon also realized that she was about to be swallowed up by gold butterflies. She ran unsteadily, her expression still shocked. Give us the key! As she did, the gold butterflies danced around Shannon in unison. They grouped together. They tried to swallow her up. Interesting.
そ、なんだこれは。これが君たちの言っていた黄金の蝶なのか。
These are indeed the gold butterflies they were talking about, George.
早く外へ。こいつらめ。くそくそ。
George and Gora rushed up to Shannon, driving off the group of butterflies. And while the butterflies were scattered, they ran towards the broken window. I see. Good strategy. Let's see how it pays off for them. However, they needed good footing to get out of the window, which was surrounded with shards of broken glass. Ooh. Yeah, that's a yikes. Right. The window with broken glass. Yeah. When they had entered, there had been enough time to prepare for that, but now there was none. I mean, at this point, I'd rather get some glass cuts than die because of some butterflies. I mean, I'll take some cuts in my wrist and hand and I don't know, forearm. I'll take those if it means climbing out of there, even my knee, whatever it means, man. If I'm getting out of butterfly death, I'll take it.
扉から出よう。
You don't have the key.
足場を探してる時間なんかない。
Oh wait, is it unlockable from the inside? There's no time to look for footing. Is the door unlockable from the inside? Is that how the chapel works? I don't really know how doors to chapel work. There probably is a lock from the inside. I mean, maybe, hopefully it works out for them. It won't open. Are you serious? It's stuck. Did Beato say anything in red about being able to unlock or lock the door from the inside? I don't think she did, right? She only said something about how about you being able to enter it or not. I think that's all she did. I don't think she said anything about lock from the inside.
貸して。くそ、このオンボロが。
This ancient piece of crap. Well, I don't know how ancient it is because yes, it was built a long time ago, but doesn't Kinzo always make sure to make sure that the chapel looks good and works good, right? He always renovates it, doesn't he? So the George, the door should work if there's a lock from inside. That means there's probably something else going on if you can't unlock it, no? I could be wrong.
ジョージ様、お早く。くそ、なめるな。
Gora, you want a piece of me? Gora took off his jacket, swinging it around and scattering the group of butterflies. But he was vastly outnumbered. He was doubtful that it even bought them a short amount of time. George struggled with the virtually broken handle. Oh, it's virtually broken, okay. Its age showed and it didn't turn well. So the handle is actually old, okay. So I guess I was wrong earlier. Alright. It didn't turn well. Brute force alone won't do it. It needs the right angle or some trick. Lockpick!
George 様。くそ。
George is trying!
この化け物どもが。
You monsters! Just then, Gora saw it. What did he see? He was seen by it. In other words, their eyes met. With who? Beato? Or maybe one of her minions? On top of the party table? No, floating above it. Backed by a stained glass window. Laughing, the figure of the witch. Oh, so it is Beato. On top of the party table. Or, okay, floating above the party table. Huh. What do you mean by backed by a stained glass window? But okay, above the party table, sure. He saw the figure of the witch laughing in the center of the golden whirlwind, allowing the gold butterflies to attend to her whims. Beatrice. There's her second portrait It should have been Gora's first meeting with her. But he knew her at a glance. Well, yeah, he's seen the portrait, no? Just like the other servants had said, this was certainly the witch of the portrait herself. Oh! I think we've all noticed it right away, haven't we? She's wearing human clothes. I think we've noticed it immediately. That's the first thing I've noticed. She's wearing the school uniform clothes rather than her witch dress. Okay, so this is human Beatrice we're talking about.
そろそろ晩餐の時間ではないか。すでにわらわはこの屋敷のホストである。そなたらを素晴らしきディナーで歓待しなくてはならぬというもの。おあつらえ向きに3人ではないか。
Okay, so these are the 3 she's planning to take down right now. Which means we'll have 5 people left to go to their own land after this, no? Because then the people left will be Battler, Maria, Rosa, Kinzo, and Genji. Oh my god. So, yeah, because these are the 3 left, right? She just needs to get a knee kill, a leg kill, and a stomach kill, right? It's perfect, it's ideal, there's 3 of them. This is what Bat was paranoid of, too. Bat was paranoid that he would be one of but him, Maria, and Rosa would be the 3 to be killed. But I guess the sofa, shotgun, couch, sofa door worked. And Genji, being alone, locked out. Let's go, Genji. He's in the kitchen right now.
これは実に好都合。
My, how truly convenient. Well, it's time to die, Gora, Shannon, and George. I'll miss y'all. We'll see you guys maybe next episode. If next episode starts off just like episode 2 did, where we reset the timeline, I'll see y'all then. I think it's time to die. What? What? World End Dominator. Oh my god, it opened. Wait. George! Quickly. Oh my god. No way, they're actually gonna get away maybe. This song, this is new, right? I don't remember hearing this before. Oh, okay. Beatrice-sama, okay. Huh?
足を止めてもよいのか。ここがそなたらの墓場にふさわしいというなら、それもよかろうぜ。
Hey, yo, this song is slapping. Let it drop. Oh, okay. I'm jamming to this. I'm jamming.
かつての主の傍らにて死後も使えたいというその心意気はたたえようぞ。
I'm jamming to this. Let's go. I'll praise your spirit for wanting to stay by your former master's side, serving them even after death. And she's talking about the servants right here. What do you mean you shouldn't to just stand there? Is she talking about Gora? Is Gora gonna protect Shannon and George? Oh, what is this? Yo, I can jam to this. I am jamming to this. Oh, dude. Oh, after this episode's over, we are definitely taking a look at the different soundtracks in the menu screen. Once this episode's over, however long we have left. Hell yeah. Alright. The golden whirlwind enshrouding the witch burst. It was like an evil hand had literally spread its fingers and was trying to attack them. She's attacking! The group of gold butterflies attacked with a whoosh sound. Whoosh. Hurry, run! You unlock the door, run! We can't stand here, go! George's voice brought Shannon and Gora back to themselves. Standing here now would be the same as a frog being stared down by a snake. I guess, yeah. I guess you're right. Wait, what happens if a frog gets stared down by a snake, actually? I didn't fully get that way. Frog stared down by snake. Oh, it's a Kyoto, Japan thing. It's a Kyoto thing. Kyoto, Japan. Like a frog stared down by a snake was an old Japanese expression describing an animal petrified with fear. So the frog is the one that's fearing and the snake is the one that's good. However, it now seems that this freezing action may not be about fear at all, but rather a delicate waiting game of life and death. Kyoto University, everybody. Okay. It is a Japanese thing. Okay, cool. Okay. Japanese terms, we're learning them. Alright, let's keep going. They had to resist. They had to fight this incarnation of the new brutal and frightening order that had enveloped Rokkenjima. There was no time to take out their umbrellas. The three of them dashed out into the pouring rain. Run! They never realized because they didn't turn around. But the gold butterflies apparently couldn't handle the rain too well, and this hampered their ability to chase after the three. Let's go! Okay, butterflies are bad against rain. Gold butterflies, okay, fun fact. Makes sense. Aren't butterflies perfect for summertime? Okay, they can't handle rain. This is good. Keep running, y'all. The three people ran from their golden pursuers and flew into the mansion. Let's go. You can make it. Huh? Maybe not. I'm still jamming to this though. This music. If it wasn't like this, it wouldn't be interesting. Well, they're able to run away because of the rain. Haha. Okay. Are they gonna get away? Or are they going to be the three last deaths? They unlocked the door and flew into the room. Okay, whoa, okay, they're just going to the mansion. Let's go. Right, they're going to Nazi's room. Okay. Wow, that was quick. Okay, I thought we were gonna have a few more, you know, scenes before then. But okay, we're going straight to Nazi's room right now. Let's go. This is Nazi's room. I remember it. We've been here before. A bit of the scent from Nazi's favorite gentle incense remain in the room. Let's go. However, there was no time to let that calm them now. Get the spirit mirror. You said it was in the treasure box, right? Get it now, get it now. I bet George believes in witches now, at least he believes in gold butterflies. In the treasure box. It's just something I heard. I never knew where it actually. Everyone split up and search. I think it's probably in her dresser or in the corner by the bed. Everyone split up, search the dresser, search the corner of the bed, by the bed. Shannon claimed that because of her woman's sense. But in the corner by the bed, there was only an incense burner, a half-read novel, and a pair of glasses. But the dresser was elegant and had many drawers, and it would be understandable if she had kept some of her valuables there. Alright. Auntie Natsu, I'm sorry. Well, it's life or death right now. No time to be saying sorry to the dead. Just search through the dresser real quick. He began to violently open each one of the drawers. He had to hurry. He couldn't actually hear footsteps, but he had the feeling that the witch was approaching. He had the feeling that her laugh was approaching. Find it! Find the mirror! He pulled out the drawers one by one and examined their contents. Every small box for makeup looked like a treasure box, and the amount of effort it would take to inspect all of them made him feel a little dizzy. Ah! Nazi, why do you have so much makeup? Not right now! We need to find the specific treasure box! We don't have time for makeup. What about that one? Is that not it? Is that not the treasure box? Would a small mirror fit in there? I hope it would. Well, you need a key seemingly to open it anyway, so I don't know. Are you sure that's not a box with makeup? I mean, you're the lady sense. You probably know the best of us. If it doesn't look like a makeup box to you, then you'll know. Come on, find it. It's locked and I can't open it. So maybe it is the box I was just talking about that was locked. That had the key on it. The key thing on it. Oh, it seems like the music stopped. Hopefully it comes back. At a glance, it looks slightly larger than a music box. Let's go, the music is back! Slightly larger than a music box, okay. When shaken, it rustled as though various small objects were inside. That's bad actually. You want it to be one object, right? You want it to be a mirror. But it was locked and wouldn't open. Well, there could be a mirror in there. It could be one of the small objects, but hopefully it is.
普通鍵はすぐ近くに隠しておくものです。
Okay, so now it's gone from find the mirror to find the key, because we might have found the treasure box.
あるいは常に身につけている人もいるかも。
You're kidding? Nah, there's no way she'd keep a key like that in her pocket. I mean, I know you probably didn't search her body thoroughly because she's dead and it's a brutal scene. But there's no way she's keeping a key to the treasure box to a mirror. She doesn't even believe in witches and that. She probably just has it because her family gave it to her. We know she doesn't believe in witches and that, and the inheritance and the gold stuff, because she said it multiple times how it's all just a lie. Even in episode 1 she was saying it's all just a lie, witches don't exist. So there's no way she'd keep something like that with her. She probably doesn't care that much. I don't know. I mean, yeah, break it. I mean, if you can, break it, preferably. But like, how would you? Yeah, that's also true. How do you break the treasure box without breaking the mirror? Some tool you could probably open with. Maybe frying pan. Gora's frying pan. Damn it, yeah. How would you open it? Gora looked all over the room, trying to see if there was some tool that they could use. And he noticed the door, which had been left open ever since they had entered. What's with the door? What did you notice about the door? What, you're gonna lock the door to lock the witch outside? That won't work. He approached the door to close it and noticed the abominable shadows of people approaching from beyond the darkness in the hall. What? Shadows of people approaching from beyond the darkness in the hall? What? It's just butterflies, these aren't people. No, the phrase yeah, exactly, shadows of people wasn't right. Because that referred to human shadows. Yeah, these are shadows of butterflies. You can't call the shadows of beings that aren't human shadows of people. George! Hurry. Okay, the butterflies are approaching. Gora's voice trailed off. It was the shock from seeing a procession of those not of this world. He was a servant, so he knew all the servants that worked for the Shiromiya family. But he didn't know about these. I've seen plenty of servants in my time, but I've never seen these servants. However, they were definitely servants. What? Oh! They're Beatrice's servants. Different sort of servants. These are her minions coming after you. Maybe some of them are her 7 stakes. Some of her 7 stakes of purgatory are coming after you. They weren't servants working for the Ishiromiya Kinzo or Ishiromiya Cross. It's a goat! 3 goats! There's 3 goats! There's 3 goats! 3 goats are coming after you all! Thankfully, these aren't the actual 7 stakes of purgatory because, you know, 3 goats, I feel like you can... Kanon was able to be one of them. I'm not saying you guys can deal with one of them, I'm just saying Kanon was able to. If it was one of the 7 stakes of purgatory though, you guys would be done. You guys would be so done. At least be happy it's 3 goats rather than 1. I feel like you'd rather deal with 3 goats rather than 1 7th stake of purgatory. They were new servants who worked for the new master of the mansion, the Golden Witch Beatrice. And who had goats' heads and bright red boiled eyes of lava. Well, to be fair, all of her servants have red eyes, I've noticed. Maybe not boiled eyes of lava, but all of her servants had red eyes. You saw Asmo and Satan both had red eyes. Even fake Kanon had red eyes. So, minion Kanon, fake minion, you know, Beato's servants seem to be having red eyes. That seems to be a running trend. It's almost like Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts. You guys know how in Kingdom Hearts, if you're Norted, which means if you've been got by Xehanort, your eyes turn yellow. You become a yellow-eyed freak. So all of his, you can notice it in the organization that he controlled. That all of the people in the organization, the 13, they had. Well, the people who were Norted at least had yellow eyes. Even the other versions of himself had yellow eyes. Anyway, back to Umineko. Forget Kingdom Hearts right now. Oh, okay, they all have their saber swords ready to go. And she's coming here too with her in her human form. Yeah, guys, this is dangerous. As the new master laughed loudly and trimly directed six of the new servants, he saw her pierce the darkness as she came. Oh, right, pierce the dark. Okay, 6 of the servants. Okay, so we see 3 goats here, but apparently there's 6 goats, and she's coming in here with in her human form, not witch form. Okay. I'm interesting how they keep calling her new master recently. You know, since this scene has started, they've been calling her new master rather than anything else. Alright. Of course, she was clad in the gold butterflies that were her symbol. Wait a minute, clad in the gold butterflies? Okay. Gora hurriedly closed the door and locked it. Nice, Gora. However, the instant he locked it, it returned to normal, just as though it had been knocked back by a spring or something. Oh god. Alright. Boing! It's not working. He almost gave the illusion that some prankster on the other side of the door was opening it every time he closed it. Distance-wise, they shouldn't have reached the other side of the door yet. Well, it's not working, man. Then who? How? Magic, mate. It felt just like playing with a broken toy. Click, boing. Click, boing. Boing. Come on, George. Get the mirror then. Shannon, find the key. Come on. Break the box. Do something. Hey, Goro, use your big body to lock the door. To like the sofas in the parlor. Do that, but with your body. Hopefully, you can stop the butterfly and the goats. Let's go. No, damn it. Damn it. 4 damage there. A lock wouldn't stop me, but a magic mirror would. Did you think the door to that room would inhibit the room's new master? It was like the witch could see Goro's frantic efforts through the door. Even as he struggled, their footsteps continued to approach. And when not just footsteps, but their breath too could be heard. Gora gave up on the lock and rammed the door with his shoulder, making the lock his own large body. That's what I said! See that, Gora? Great minds think alike. Use your own body as a lock. Alright. I don't think it's gonna work, but good luck, mate. You got 6 Gora tendons, some butterflies, and a witch in human form chasing after you. I don't know how it's gonna work out, mate. George, find this mirror, goddammit! What about this, George? A letter opener! How does that look like? Okay, I gotta look up what a letter opener looks like. I don't think I've ever used one in my life. I've opened letters, but I've never used a letter opener, I don't think. Oh! Oh! Okay! Okay, yeah, that would work. That would actually be really useful. Yeah, I mean... Damn, a letter opener would really help me open letters in real life, I mean. I just use my hands and just. Yeah, man, that would help me open letters in real life too. You know. Damn, I wish I had a letter opener. that could be a shout. You know, I might. That could be a good shout. I might buy one now. Letter opener. Okay, cool. What's a fountain pen then? Is that just a different sort of pen? Oh yeah, it's just a big fat pen. It's just a big fat pen, you know. Okay, yeah, like old school, like rich 1986 people pen. Got it. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure a letter opener would work better. George took it and once again dug into the crack under the lid of the treasure box. Come on, George! It looks like it's working! Get the mirror! You really gotta hurry up, George. The scream is real. Ah, come on, the struggle. I hope the struggling actually works out for them. I hope they don't die. The pressure from across the door grew even stronger. I'm saying that, but that means if they don't die, that means the three in the parlor have to die instead. Possibly. Maybe some Kinzo too. I don't know what Kinzo's doing right now. We haven't heard of him at all this episode. After that one time, after Rosa went and visited his study. Unlike in episode 1 where at least we got to see his body in the boiler room. The pressure from across the door grew even stronger. Gora screamed. It wasn't a war cry for this test of strength. He was terrified. Alright, here we go, Gora. Here we go, George. Gora, Shannon, you can do it. He was simply terrified that, except for a single wooden door, he would be touching something not of this world. But he was still lucky he wasn't touching them directly, because they were on the other side of the door. So it was natural that if he did touch them directly, Gora's cry would turn from something brave into a shameful and yet very real scream that would make glass shatter. Alright. Oh, who's this? Oh. That's one of the 7 stakes, right? She's also doing the JoJo pose, the Josuke Part 4 pose. She's doing it. This is different stake. This is not Asmo or Satan. This is different. She's different. She's also got the red eyes though. And she's also got bangs, y'all, and she's got the badge, and she's got the Ushiromiya crest, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at this. Ushiromiya crest, badge, bangs, red eyes. These 7 stakes of purgatory are getting real, easy to recognize now. Alright, we've seen 3 of them and they're all the same. Well, they look different. I mean, I can tell how Asmo looks like compared to Satan, compared to now this one. I don't know her name yet, but she also has the Ushiromiya crest. So she's working for Beato, clearly. She's trying to approach the door. She's got red eyes and bangs. You can tell she has bangs. And the school badge. She's also wearing school clothes. Okay, this is something they all have in common. And she also has yellow hair. So I believe Asmo had like white-ish hair. No wait, Satan was the one with white hair. Asmo had yellow hair. Asmo was the one with yellow hair and pigtails, right? And then Satan had white hair. But we've gone back to having yellow or gold hair, I guess. So maybe all of it is it's reflecting the fact that that Beato has golden hair. Goro couldn't believe what was right before his eyes. Yeah, I mean she's approaching from. It's one of her it's one of the Beato's Beato's servants, minions, approaching from the other side of the door. Spooky. But yeah, I believe Satan had white hair. I believe. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that correctly. But they all had Ushiromiya crests, school badges, school clothes, bangs, and red hair. She also seems like she might have pigtails. I don't know if she has this on the other side of her head too. But she has bangs for sure. And the other and Asma also had bangs, but Satan didn't. She had bangs too, but she had long white hair-ish. So far Satan, I guess, looks the most different. The Sin of Wrath. I wonder which sin she is. She's doing a JoJo pose like they all do. But Aspen was the sin of lust, right? Yeah, she was the sin of lust. Alright, going through the door, an arm, almost as though it was sticking through the surface of water. Slipped through as though it was perfectly natural and stroked the back of Gora's hand as he tried desperately to hold the door closed. Oh god. Gora, your hand may be in trouble. This could be bad for you, mate. It traced slowly. Oh, no, stop that. It traced slowly up his arm to his chest and then his chin. No, I don't want to see Gora die. No. You know what? I was starting to get comfortable with Gora too. I really was starting to get comfortable with Gora this episode. For how much I've talked kind of bad about him, I was starting to get comfy with him. I kind of, you know, him being a loyal servant to Nazi and everything, I was starting to get it. But it seems like this steak, she's not having any of it. It's time to cut him up too. Is that it? Alright, here we go, Gora. By now, Gora's scream was not even vocalized. He could hear a sweet whispering voice from across the door. Ay. It wasn't coming from the witch, but judging by the sound of the voice, it was a young woman. Yeah, I can see her. We can barely see her, but she's there. But there was no difference in the fact that it was a voice from not of this world. There she is. Beelzebub? Beelzebub. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm probably butchering that pronunciation completely. Let's see. Okay, let's get a better outlook. Yeah, again, Ushiromiya Crest, JoJo pose, Josuke Part 4 pose, badge, school clothes, bangs, swirly pigtails, red eyes. Yeah, they all have this in common. And yeah, like I said, the Ushiromiya Crest. That's important to mention because that's the most mysterious part, I feel like. And I guess the red eyes too. Also kind of golden hair-ish like Beato, but I guess a bit more yellow than gold. You know? But yeah, she's coming at ya. Beelzebub. Another name that I feel like I recognize from name that I feel like I recognize from the ending of episode 1. You know, in the end character screen was like, here's Hideyoshi slain by Beelzebub or something like that, or you know, one of the 7 stakes of purgatory. So I feel like these names, I feel like were mentioned in episode 1 too, we just didn't get to see them. Now we're getting to see them. Now we're getting to see Beelzebub here. Which 7 deadly sin are you? You're calling me cute, of course. All of you have called your victims cute. What's her name? Satan. No, it was Asmo. Asmo was calling. No, it was Satan. Satan, I think, called Kanon a cutie boy, and that she was gonna run through Kanon very hard. However, you're gonna take that. And I believe Asmo got Jessica real good, but she was being very lustful. But all of them have this similar vibe, if that makes sense. Similar, just oh cute vibe, you know, that sort of vibe. I thought Satan was gonna be more serious than Asmo, but nope. She also had that Beato minion sort of vibe of that vibe. Tell me when it's over. Your life flashing before your eyes, you see it, right? Gora may have to sacrifice himself for the sake of George and Shannon to be able to use the mirror to defend themselves and live. Or Gora could, maybe if George is quick enough to grab the mirror and find the mirror in the treasure box, maybe he'll be able to save Gora's life. But right now I don't have high hopes for Gora's life. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Beelzebub, however you're supposed to pronounce it, is gonna get Gora in the throat, just like the fake Kanon got Kumasawa and Nanjo, and I think it's done for your boy. Gora's real scared right now. She's in her cutting phase now. She switched poses. It's time to cut him down, right?
終わってるのね。
Over already, huh? Alright, she's also a giggler. Beelzebub. I wonder which 7 deadly sins she is. Maybe I could Google it and figure out. Because Beelzebub is... I've heard that name before. As in, I know. Beelzebub. Animated series, yes, it's also an anime. Beelzebub is another name for Satan. In theological sources, predominantly Christian. Wait, Beelzebub is another name for Satan, but we've already had a Satan in here. So what the frick? We have 2 Satans now. Can we find anything regarding 7 deadly sins? Lord of the Flyers. He is known as one of the 7 princes of hell. 7 princes of hell. What the hell is this? Lucifer, Mammon, Asmodeus, Leviathan, Beelzebub, Satan, Belphegor. Well, we have all of them. Binsfield's classification of demons. Ah, this is it. Asmodeus, lust, Beelzebub, gluttony. So you're gluttony, hey? And who's Satan's wrath? Oh, it's all here. Okay. Lucifer, pride. Okay, we've yet to meet Lucifer. Mammon is greed. Asmodeus is lust. Leviathan is envy. Beelzebub, gluttony. Satan, wrath, and Belphegor, sloth. As part of his 1589 treatise on confessions by evildoers and witches, German theologian, how do you say that? Theologian, Peter Binsfield prepared a classification of demons known as the princes of hell, like the Lantern of Light. Binsfeld used 7 deadly sins as a basis, though the 2 schemes differ in various ways. Lucifer is pride, Mammon is greed, Asmodeus is gold, or Asmo is lust. Not gold, lust. Asmo is lust. Leviathan, envy. Beelzebub, gluttony. Satan, wrath. Belphegor, sloth. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, you know? Oh wait, there's more here. Beelzebub, false gods, there's a bunch of other stuff here. Revengers of wickedness, deluders or imitators of miracles. There's a bunch of different things I could read about. But what I'll do instead, I'll take a screenshot of this so that I remember what each of these 7 deadly sins refer to. So now we know Beelzebub is gluttony, so she's the 7th deadly sin of gluttony. And I have this screenshot now of all the different demons. This isn't cheating, right? This is allowed. I'm allowed to do this, right? I mean, this isn't. I'm not googling Umineko. I'm just googling historical, theologian names for things. You know, that's not cheating. That's fine, right? That's fine, right? I'm allowed to do that. As long, especially because if I'm gonna be able to solve anything, I think I'm gonna need some Google help. So again, I'm not googling Umineko. This is allowed. I think this is allowed because it's not referring to Umineko. This is if I was good enough at history and theological history, and you know, I feel like I'd know this. So we're good. Beelzebub, gluttony. So you're gluttony. Okay. Rest in peace, Cora. Yeah, she's flying about. Did you get him? Rest in peace, Cora, though. That obscene arm burst apart. Oh wait, only his arm. Then maybe he can still live then, if it's not his throat. And they heard the sound of something jumping around the room at an incredible speed. Oh, maybe it was her arm, not his arm. But there's still blood coming out, so they didn't know what it was. Incredibly fast, small, like steel, maybe a beetle. When it buried itself right in the center of Gora's chest, and stopped, for the first time they realized that its true form was something like a steak with a strange design on it. Rest in peace, Gora, but he's the one that got the chest treatment. So someone must have gotten the head treatment. Who's gonna get the stomach treatment, who's gonna get the knee treatment, and who's gonna get the leg treatment then? Alright. Steak with a strange design on it, alright. Gora's large body shook, bent backwards, and fell over. Hey, rest in peace, Gora. As it did, the door opened softly, even though no one was pushing it, and the new masters of this room were welcomed in. Guys, Shannon, George, get the mirror. It's too late for Gora, but protect yourselves, please. It looked almost as though the door itself had accepted them. Please tell me you've gotten the mirror out already. Yeah, here are the goats with their sabers. The goat attendants entered one after another. 6 of them! Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get the mirror out. Then that witch entered, and the gold butterflies entered. Wait, by witch you mean Beato, right? You don't mean Beelzebub, right? The room was wrapped in a blizzard of gold leaf, which fell and piled up, turning it into a world of gold.
シャノン、ルーレットはそなたとジョージを選んだ。
So they can't use the mirror to protect themselves then.
解放の日に感謝せよ。未練はあるまい？
Thank me for your day of release. I assume you have no regrets.
ないよな。惚れた男から婚約指輪をもらって夜も共にしないうちに殺されてしまっても未練なんかないよな。女の幸せを教えてもらいたかったんだろう。
Alright, so evil Beato coming in here again. You wanted him to teach you the happiness of being a woman, didn't you?
あーシャノン、ダメダメ、垂れてるぜ。お前の口元から未練がダラダラ垂れてんのが見えるぜ。シャノン、
シャノンMan, she's really having a good time right now. Crack. Here's the sound of the lid to the treasure box breaking and opening. Here we go! Who cares about the roulette? If this mirror works, that's gonna be big. That's gonna tell us a lot about the roulette, how the roulette works. If some mirror is able to save them. Well, not his mirror. When George turned it over, out fell accessories, charms, very small objects that Natsu had treasured when she was a girl. Please tell me the mirror is one of them. Maybe a charm, maybe if you have a, even if you found a scorpion charm, that could still work. Mixed in with those was a pouch that stood out from the rest. A pouch? So the mirror is still locked somewhere else? Come on! Get the pouch out of here. Get the mirror. He picked it up and checked it immediately. This was it. Let's go. I found it. This is it. So Gora may be dead, but y'all can save yourselves.
いいって及ばなかったの。
Wait, you're telling me they were too slow? Is this like a chess game? They were too slow? They couldn't get here to this mirror fast enough? They're really dead?
死ね。
Die. You're telling me they took too long to find the mirror? Come on, isn't he holding in the mirror? Come on, George! Save yourself! Come on! Damn it. All at once, the gold butterflies attacked. George was painfully slowly trying to remove the contents of the pouch. Oh, he still hasn't gotten the mirror out! No! You told me he's too slow? Oh no. Oh, what the frick? What is this? What? Is that the mirror? What am I looking at? Scorpion guts? Just then it seemed like, for just an instant, a bright red flash lit up the room. Red flash? Isn't that Kanon's saber? Isn't Kanon's saber red? Or is something else going on? What was that? It looked like I was Iron Man for a second there. What just happened? Like I was in Iron Man's suit. It was red all over my screen. That red flash seemed to wipe out the gold butterflies that were raging around the room. Within a circle drawn with Shannon at the center? Shannon at the center? Don't tell me Shannon has a saber sword? I mean, of course he does, if Kanon does, but that completely destroys my theory that Kanon had it because he became Beato's servant. That means furniture really are a breed of their own. That furniture really do have their own saber swords, all of them. That's crazy! That's crazy! Therefore, it was a very divine scene. Almost as though a single streak of light had cut through the clouds in the ceiling in this world of gold. George was curled in a ball trying to protect himself from the group of butterflies. He didn't have a clue what had occurred. Shannon pulled out her saber sword. Holy crap. What? Hey! What? Huh? That's not a saber sword, that's a saber shield! What the hell? She's brought out her saber shield! Hey yo, guys, remember, I believe a couple of videos back, maybe last video, I was talking about how someone in the comments told me that that was an Umineko fighting game. This is it. If this is a saber shield, this should be the block button in that game. That Umineko game, this is the block. Saber swords and the shield. Whatever the hell this is. Shannon looks gorgeous here. Look at her go. What is the shield? What the frick? Hopefully she's not protecting her and George? Hey yo, after all of this effort, even Gora's sacrifice, this better have worked out for them, man. They better, oh my god, they better be good. This mirror better work, yo. She's brought her magic attacks out. This is nuts. Look at this! Then he noticed that Shannon was blocking the way to him, shielding him. With a serious face that she had never shown him before, as he glared at the witch and the rest. Wow! Dude, this spread is so beautiful! Man, I don't even want to click, because I want to see Shannon like this forever. I just want this to be the best visual novel, just me looking at Shannon like this. Look at that. Yeah, you forgot that she's got Saber's shield. How did you forget something like that? This is nuts! Okay, so having magic saber abilities has something to do with being furniture. I see, whatever that means. You've matured much more than Kanon. So you're telling me her magic powers, saber powers are even stronger than Kanon's? She's able to do a shield because she's more mature? Oh, let's go. I mean, she is also a little bit older than Kanon, so that may be it. How dare you risk his remains and even try to disgrace his honor? Hey, yo, guys! We have to look at this again! She's even... Her eyes are so determined right now. I mean, one eye's shut, but... Nice! Let's go. But I've noticed another thing. Beato's gone back to her witch dress. Witch dress. Where's her human form gone off to? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Shano. それ怒ってるのか? カノンに会えなくて寂しいならわらわに頼めよ。いつだって会わせてやるというのに。
To be fair, Jessica and Kanon were talking in the afterlife, so maybe if Shannon does die, she may be able to talk to Kanon in the afterlife. So, you saying you'll bring them together anytime, I don't know how true that is, but maybe. Oh, I don't want to look at this goat. I want to look at Shannon. What? Ah, you're freaking toying with me right now, Beato. What is this? Okay, you just brought Kanon out. Don't tell me him being a servant was actually true all along. Me saying that maybe he became a servant when he kissed her shoes. Maybe don't tell me that was true all along. When the witch snapped her fingers, one of the 6 gold attendants glittered gold and changed into Kanon. He just changed form? Okay. Okay. He was definitely assigned to make one doubt their eyes. He was definitely Kanon's face. Man, what am I looking at? This is crazy. He can talk too. It's fake minion Kanon! That's what's going on! That's what she did! That's what she did in the servant room! She showed them fake minion Kanon! This is how she made them! It's fake Kanon. So you can kill him, you can kill these god attendants, and also fake minion Kanon using spider webs. Okay. Man, they should have kept the spider web with them at all times, if that was the case. Yeah, that's true! Why didn't they do that? Yeah, I've just thought of something genius. Maybe they were too panicked and scared or something, you know, of what just happened. But if the spider web worked, I don't know why everyone should. They should have just told everyone, hey, everyone, okay, listen, here's handkerchiefs for everybody. Go get your own spider web. Protect yourself with this. However, in those eyes, there was none of that sincere glint of Kanon's. There were only the clouded eyes of furniture that did nothing but obey the orders of the witch. George couldn't understand the scene right before his eyes, and he finally understood why Gora and the rest had been unable to talk about what they had seen in the servant room. Yeah, Gora finally understands. Not Gora, George. Man, they should have kept... Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I feel like they really should have kept a spider handkerchief with them. A spider web attack with them at all times. Yeah, that's a big missed opportunity there. Could have saved maybe someone's life right there. Is it fun? Oh yeah, I mean, this is not as cool as the visual of her with the saber shield, but it's still cool to see her, you know, doing this pose, protecting her and George.
ああ、楽しいぞ。死が引き裂いた二人を再会させるのはいつだって楽しい。死で引き裂いて一度、合わせて二度、もう一度引き裂いて三度楽しめるのだからな。
Yeah, we all know this. She's psychotic. She's crazy, brutal, monster. Once tearing the two apart by death, then returning them, then tearing them apart again. Yeah.
さあ、カノン、姉と遊んでやりなさい。
Hey, no way, fake minion Kanon and his saber sword is gonna work on Shannon's saber shield. Only real Kanon could maybe slash through.
もし痛めつけられたら、思いっきり苦悶の表情を浮かべてやるといい。
So my current question is, what's George doing in all this? Has he finally gotten the mirror out of the pouch? Come on, make it work. Blue saber too. Kanon, I believe, had a red saber. So yeah, this is clearly one of her minions. From the Imposter Kanon's arm. Okay, that's what we'll call him from now. Imposter Kanon, okay. I call him Fake Kanon. Imposter Kanon works too. I guess I could keep calling him Fake Kanon. If they call him Imposter Kanon, then I'm allowed to call him Fake Kanon. It's the same thing. A strangely shining trail extended. It planned to tear Shannon apart with that. Okay. Shannon, who still hadn't prepared her heart apart with a single stroke.
許さない。一度ならず二度までも死者を汚すなんて許せない。
I won't forgive you.
ほざくな。弟に殺されろよ、シャーノン。
Come on, George, get the mirror.
きっといい夢が見られるぜ。
I'm sure you'll be able to have a good dream. Come on, Shannon. Please. No. Shannon? Please. As Imposter Kanon drew several purple trails, he definitely had attacked Shannon. Please, Shannon, live. But when he flew at Shannon, it felt like some kind of invisible wall had been set up in front of her. George. Tell me it's George. Tell me it's George. Please tell me it's George. A bright red ripple trail was left on the wall, and it repelled the imposter? I hope whatever this bright red ripple trail, I hope it's George's mirror working, doing wonders. Please. Or not his mirror technically, but the one George is holding, please. Ah. No, it didn't repel him. It smashed him. It knocked him back, turning him into golden dust, into pieces, scattering him. Whatever that golden ripple was, keep it going. Whoever did that, however you did that, keep it going. She seems tired now. She's been setting up this shield for long enough. Come on, George, have you still not gotten the mirror? The figure of the foolish furniture, who had mocked Connon's form and even disgraced his honor after his death, broke into countless gold butterflies. And then those butterflies themselves broke into pieces, and those pieces were broken into pieces, until they were no longer butterflies but a spear of gold and disappeared. George, what the frick are you doing? Have you still not, after all of this time? I mean, I know they're probably fighting at a really fast speed right now, but you cannot tell me you still haven't gotten the mirror from that pouch. Come on, George, hurry up. Shannon, you don't have time to talk about Shannon. She's protecting you. Get the mirror. What are you on about? Get the mirror, save yourselves. Or do you tell me that the mirror doesn't work? Don't move from there. I don't want to shift the central axis. Yeah, that makes sense.
これは驚いた。虫一匹殺せない面をしてこれだけの力を見せたか。
Even though you make a face like it wouldn't hurt a fly, you can display such power. Hey, it's the kind of people that have the strongest power. Yeah, not you, Berto. Your power may seem weak on the outside, but you're really weak. You may seem strong on the outside, I mean, but you're actually really weak. Frick you.
なるほど。霊境がそなたに力を貸しているというのか。
So the spirit mirror is working.
しかし、その霊境の本当の力を引き出すのは準備も時間も足りないな。
But you don't have the preparations or the time to draw the true power of that spirit mirror. So you're telling me even after they got the spirit mirror, it still won't work? God damn it.
そのどちらもわらわは与えはせぬ。
I won't give you either one. The spirit mirror George gripped was letting out a divine radiance and displaying its strength not to submit to wicked power. The spirit mirror is working somehow, somewhat, doing something, but holy crap, divine radiance. But that radiance was no match for the witch's sinister nature.
これだから家具は怖い。予期せずしてタンスの角にぶつける足の小指のような気持ちよ。
Ouch! That hurts. That feeling really hurts. Unexpectedly hitting the corner of a cabinet with your little toe. Yeah, that's ouch. You've reminded me of pain I didn't want to remember, Beato.
これだから家具は怖い。家具だ。Kagu!
Regarding furniture, she did something along the lines of furniture. Furnitures are good against witches, but witches are good against humans, and humans, of course, control furniture or servants. Is that how the rock paper scissors goes? Witches beat furniture, beat humans, which beat furniture, which beat witches. Is that the rock paper scissors there? I feel like that's not really true. I feel like witches beat both. But that's just me. Although Shannon did give her an L, so let's go Shannon. Oh, never mind. She's not furniture. Forget whatever I just said. Nah, but still, even though she's not furniture, remember what I said though. Alright, this is still rock, paper, scissors. Right? Can still be true. Even though I feel like witches beat both.
あなたを今はとても哀れに思う。
And I think you're very pitiful right now.
何ほう
Oh, Cross, where you at? You're long dead.
千年の魔女に100年も至らぬ家具が今何と言ったか。
This furniture hasn't lived even 100 years, to say to a witch of 1,000. This furniture hasn't even lived for 20 years, let alone 100. And she's doing well to withstand you, actually.
あなたはとても哀れな人。
You're pitiful.
愛し合う二人に未練がないわけがない。でもあなたの期待するような未練はかけらほどもない。
There isn't even a scrap of the kind of regrets you're hoping for. That's right, Shannon. Give her that second L. Maybe not, but hopefully you do as best as you can. I'm rooting for you.
語るか家具の分際で。
Kagu no bunzai de.
ジョージと結ばれたくてわらわの靴を舐めた日々を忘れてわらわにそれを語るか。
Have you forgotten the days that you want to be tied to George so much that you licked my shoes? She ain't no Kagu. She's not furniture. She ain't Kagu. Alright? She's gone past those days now. She's resisting you now. Yeah.
愛に生き泥濘を這うが人間。それを嘲笑い見下しているつもりであなたはそれにはるかに劣る。
Hell yeah, Shannon. Staring at that and thinking you can look down on it, you're throwing fear to them. Let's go, Shannon. Keep going with your saber shield. You know, we gotta look at it again. The saber shield is absolutely majestic. Look at her go. Ah. Alright. And crawling in muck. What the hell is muck? Muck. Google.com. Sorry for doing this. Muck on Steam. It's a game. I don't care about no game. Oh, it's just okay. It's just like dirt. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's disgusting. I get it. Crawling in muck, so dirt and disgusting dirt with mixed with water. Alright.
私は今こそあなたを哀れに思う。
She thinks you're pitiful.
愛し合う二人にとって添い遂げることにどれほどの意味が。
How much does it mean for a loving couple to consummate their love? Yeah. Wait. Doesn't consummate mean... Wait. Wait. Did I just read that correctly? Especially now I think you're pitiful. How much does it mean for a loving couple to consummate? I'm googling consummate. If I think it means what I think it means. Consummate. Make a marital relationship complete by having sexual intercourse. So that's what Beat was referring to earlier. Honestly, I did not catch that. Shannon, you're better at understanding what Beat was saying than me. Is that what she meant? That's what Beat meant earlier when she said that you couldn't even spend the night with him. She's saying that you wouldn't be able to consummate your love with him. Like, as in, fulfill the relationship by having sexual intercourse. Great. You know what? Maybe in the next timeline, Shannon, I don't think you will get the opportunity to fulfill that to this time. Although, I will say this. I respect Hideyoshi and Eva. They were able to do it in episode 1, to be fair. They were able to, they've already, consummated their love. George's existence. George exists. So, but I'm just saying that, if I'm gonna die by a witch, you know what I mean? I respect Hideyoshi and Eva. At least they died, you know what I mean? They had fun, right? They went to their rooms, they banged, then seems like Hideyoshi went to the shower, she stayed in bed, and that's when the witch struck. But you know what? At least at least they died. At least Hideyoshi and Eva died after doing their thing. You know what I mean? They had like even before they started doing the deed, they were talking about going to the Maldives, if I remember correctly. You know, having fun, like traveling as a family, leaving George. You know, George is an adult now, so they're thinking, okay, we can have fun now. You know what I mean? And that's when I think Eva was the one that brought up the. Brought it up first about, you know, wanted to you know, well she got close to his chest, and then they started doing it. But at least they went out, you know, with full love for each other. You know, I think that's one way to die with no regrets, you know, which is about to kill you anyway. So you know what? I mean, it's fine. Next timeline, channel, you can hope to do it next time. And besides, it is also. You know, I'm not gonna mention it. You guys know what I think I'm gonna mention. If you don't, all I'll say is this. Should I say it? I mean, listen, it's a visual novel, okay? Before I say this, it's a visual novel. Understand, it's a visual novel, okay? Like, I don't take this too seriously when it comes to, because it's a number, okay? Shannon is 16. 18, sorry, 18. She's 2 years older than Canon, right? And George is 23. Now, I have gotten conflicting comments about Shannon being 16, so the same age as Canon, but I think she's 18. I could be wrong. If she is 16, that adds to the yikes factor, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, guys, it is a visual novel. So, how much you want to take issue with that is up to y'all. Besides, they haven't really done it. It's just they're in a relationship. They haven't actually done they haven't actually consummated their love, as Shannon puts it here. So it's not sus yet. You know what I mean? But if it does happen, I'm not gonna be the one to cancel Umineko. You know what? It's a visual novel, and you know what? If they had made Shannon like, I don't know, 19 years old, and George, I don't know, he could have stayed 23 years old. Fine, he's an adult. I don't think people would have minded as much. You know what I mean? So, hey, you know what? I'll keep going. It's 1986. It's Japan. We move.
意味はある。きっとある。でも、それはあなたの言うこととは全然違う。
Facts. You know what? I agree. I mean, like, obviously, sex between partners, of course, important. It means something. I get that. But it's not everything. It means something, but so what? You haven't done it and you're about to die. You know what? But like, the heart is there. That's what matters. You know what I mean? I mean, let's take a note from all the amazing asexuals out there. You know what I mean? They don't do it. Yet they still maybe not. Maybe if you're also not romantic, but if you are and you're asexual, even if you're asexual, you're good, because the heart is there. You can still feel that romantic relationship. See what I mean? Take a notebook from them. You see, you don't need it if you die, as long as the heart is there. You know what I mean? The banging, I mean, you know, it means something, right? It's important, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it is the end of the world. They're going to die. But it's not as big of a deal as Beato's saying. It's true.
もっと新鮮にして、あなたごとき邪悪が口にする資格もないほどの新鮮な意味がある。
It means something more sacred, so sacred that one such as you has no right to speak of it wickedly. Hey, yo, this, look at this spread. Look at it. Look at it. Who drew this? Who's the artist? Holy crap, you're banging. Alright. You're consummating, should I say. Man, I had a feeling that's what that word meant, but I wasn't too sure. I had to Google it.
だから、私にはすでに何の未練もない。ジョージさんと愛を誓い合った。
Look at our eyes now. Oh. Alright, anyway, we need to keep going. We need to keep going. Alright, George and I have sworn our love to each other.
その証として指輪を受け取った。
facts. You accepted the ring for all eternity. You're prepared to die for the second Twilight. You know what I mean? You're prepared. You're like, I don't care. I don't think you can judge my fate. And you didn't die the second Twilight, even though the witch Beato was threatening you with it. And you accepted the ring for all eternity. Sure, you didn't finish it off with the banging. Maybe you'll do it another time, a timeline. But you know what? You've shown eternal love. That's what matters. Between you and George, that's all that matters.
それで永遠の誓いは完了した。
Exactly, eternal vows.
あなたがどんな邪悪な魔法や悪意で私たちを災難だとしても永遠は汚さない。
You cannot disgrace that for all eternity, no matter how you torture us with your wicked magic and your malice. Look at her face.
綺麗事を詩人のように語るな。
We've gone back to the moon soundtrack, okay.
愛は情欲なんだよ。少女漫画見たく綺麗事ばっかりで語れねえんだよ。
That's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Beato, come in here. Shut up! Love is sex. It's nothing else. Alright? It's a different... it's like, we need to make a new Kaguya-sama. There's Kaguya-sama, Love is War. There's... there's Kaguya-sama, Love is a shoujo manga. pretty words from a shoujo manga. And then there's this. Love is sex. this visual novel should not be called Umineko and They Cry. It should be called Umineko-sama. Umineko-sama. Love is sex. Love is lust. Oh, man. I have terrible jokes, but at least I can make myself laugh, so I'll take that. Okay, shoujo manga.
男どもはお前の匂いに惹かれて群がるウジバエどもなんだよ。
Men are flies and maggots that get caught in your scent and gather around you.
そんなこともその年でまだ理解できねえのかよ。
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, how are you gonna talk about that to my fellow men and myself? I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. Yeah, we are maggots, to be fair. If you're a man watching this, I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the facts. We are maggots. We gather around Shannon, specifically Shannon, not even women in general. Shannon specifically. We gather around Shannon, we praise her name. Praise the witch's name, like it says in the letter. Praise my noble name. Frick that. We praise Shannon's name. We gather around her. Praise Shannon's name. Do you still understand that at your age? See, you're saying all this, but remember how at the start of the episode, Jessica's really struggling hard to find a boyfriend. That's all she wanted, to find a boyfriend for her school cultural festival. And then she brought Kanon with her. That was something. Don't speak as a poet like it's so neat and clean. Did shoujo manga... She's talking about shoujo manga here. Did shoujo manga even exist in 1986? It might have, but it might have been around... That might have been around the start of shoujo manga, maybe. It definitely wasn't as big of a thing as it is now, I'm sure, right? If it did exist. I don't think it existed back then, though. Because when I think shoujo manga, I'm thinking early shoujo manga, I'm thinking Sailor Moon, and that's what? Late 80s, early 90s, no? Yeah, so there's shoujo manga. I don't really know. Let's see, the earliest shoujo manga was published in general magazines aimed at teenagers in the early 20th century? That's a long time ago, never mind, maybe I'm wrong. Entered a period of creative development beginning in the 1950s through the influence of JoJoga, lyrical painting specifically, and the rise in popularity of manga generally. Interesting. While the category was initially dominated by male manga artists, the emergence of female artists beginning in the 1960s and 70s led to a period of significant creative innovation and development of more graphically and thematically complex stories. Since the 1980s, the category has continued to develop stylistically while simultaneously branching out into different and overlapping subgenres. Okay, so 1980s, yeah, these continued to develop. Sure. Aren't there more female manga artists out there than there are male? I think that's true. I think that's a fact. I think I'm speaking facts. Alright, anyway. I just said that because they said that it was predominantly a male written shoujo manga, predominantly male written. But now I'm pretty sure in general, not just shoujo manga, but in general, I think there's more female authors than there are male authors. I'm sure by this point there's more female authors writing shoujo manga than there are male authors writing shoujo manga. But okay, let's keep going. Men are maggots, we get it. Alright, love is
お
lost.
前は失望するぜ。その後ろのメガネ男のどす黒い欲望、一度でも覗いちまったら。
Black as star lost of that glasses man behind you. Hey, you're gonna degrade George down to glasses man?
がっかり愕然唖然呆然全然ダメだぜショーノ
Right. Okay. One second, guys. 1 second. I'm just looking at something. Alright, okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, back into it. Okay, you'll be devastated. Speeches, no words, no reaction, no expression, no goddamn good at all. Shut up. Hey, your face. Has she ever made a face like that? What is that laugh, by the way? Holy crap, that was a harder laugh than usual. Look at her face. Yo, Beato. That face. You good? Holy crap, I hope your eyes are okay. You've got blue head. Blue eyes. I mean, you've always had blue eyes, but they're getting really wide there. Alright.
ああ、もういいや。語るな、家具が。この家具。何様のつもりだよ、語りやがって。愛なんて結局は、ど汚ねえ汚物をどう綺麗に見せようかって欺瞞なんだよ。
This is so interesting. So she's saying that love is just a fraud, how to pretty up something that's ultimately filthy as hell. I find it interesting that she's saying this because she at some point said that love is the single element of the universe, but now she's just saying love is a fraud, that it's covering something that's filthy. Covering something up that's filthy. Love is just a fraud? So she's saying that love is the single element of the universe, but that love is also something filthy, or covering up something filthy? As in what? Sexual intercourse? Is that what she means by something filthy? Lust? Is that something really filthy? Is that why Asmo was the first person to get out of to be shown as of the seven deadly sins? The first one he showed was Asmo, the sin of lust. I can't accept that explanation, Beato. I can't accept you calling love. I can't accept you saying that love is covering up sexual intercourse as being the thing that's filthy as hell. Surely there's something more going on there.
そいつに気づいて人は大人になるんだろう。死ねよ、クズ。家具スクラップ。お前を汚らわしいウジ虫に変えてやるよ。それでもそのメガネがお前を愛するか試してやるよ。
Hey, stop calling him glasses guy. Put respect on George's name. Don't people become adults when they realize that? Die, you trash. What just happened there? Don't people become adults when they realize that? Die, you trash. Furniture scrap. Oh, when they realize what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alternative filthy man will see if guy still loves you. I think he would. George would still love her. Come on, you're telling me he's only there for the appearance appeal. Nah, George is a bigger man than that. Come on now.
そいつの愛のどぎたねえ現実ってやつを教えてやるよ。死ねえよ、ガラクタが。てめえが愛を語るんじゃね
Why is she whipping so much? There's a whipping sound going on, and also she's... Don't die, you piece of crap, don't you tell me about love. Why is she getting so angry about Shannon lecturing her about love? What the hell? The invisible column of light with Shannon at the center started to have bright red ripples drawn all over it at once. Is that Beota trying to attack her? The wall did its best to withstand the invisible malice that was trying to corrode it from all directions.
なんだよそれは。抵抗してるつもりかよ。
What is this? You call that resisting?
安っぽいんだよ。薄っぺらいんだよ。お前の綺麗事と同じなんだよ。見せかけだけの薄っぺら。見たくないものをベールで覆って隠してるだけなんだよ。まだわかんないのかよ。だから家具なんだよ。家具。
Holy crap, Beota's really going in on this. You're insignificant, you're frail, just like the pretty picture you tried to paint. Just a frail pretense. You're just hiding what you don't want to see by covering it with a veil. Do you still don't understand that? That's why your furniture. Kagu.
ほらほらほらほらほら削られてるぜ。カリカリコリコリガリガリゴリゴリなんて薄くて情けないんだよ。
Our voice actress.
お前のその薄っぺらな抵抗に比べたらパルミジャーノレッジアーノの方がまだ削るのに苦労がいるぜ。
When she said that, Parmigiano Reggiano. Wait. What the hell is that? That's some Italian thing, right? Parmigiano. It's Parmesan cheese? Then what the hell is Reggiano then? It's just cheese? It's just Parmesan cheese. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've had some Parmesan cheese in my life, of course. Only reason why I don't have it too often is that it's expensive as hell. It's really expensive to buy that cheese, but I've had it. Okay, it take much more effort to shave. Right, that's what she meant. Okay, great. The golden windstorm that covered the room gradually shaved away the walls of the column that protected Shannon and George. Come on, Shannon, protect! Protect, Shannon! I gotta end the part 2. We've been recording for a while. We've been recording for over 2 hours, man. My throat is starting to really hurt. My throat is starting to hurt, and I'm recording for a while. Let's try to find a good stopping point soon. Shaved away the walls of the column that protected Shannon and George. The bright red ripples frantically drew a pattern of resistance, but the wall was beginning to envelop the two, becoming instead a red wall of despair. Ugh. Is this as far as you two go?
やはり私には無理でした。
It was impossible for me after all. Oh god.
ありがとう。
George is ready to die. You've done your best. You've protected us to your best effort. It's time to go.
君は僕のために戦ってくれた。それだけで嬉しいよ。
You fought for my sake. That alone makes me happy. As the column that had once protected them was assaulted and covered with a trail of blood-curdling red ripples, it contracted and began to suck the two of them up instead. Rest in peace, you two. Hey, y'all tried your best. Rest in peace, Gora. Rest in peace, you two. It seems like we're almost done here. Ah. Mm. There it is. It's smashed. It's cracked. Look at that. That's beautiful. Hey, Shannon, at least you died with grace. You died looking good.
ジョージさん、お願いが。
George, can I ask a favor? Shannon grasped George's hand behind her. Oh. So George hugged her shoulders just as strongly. Uh-oh.
なんで
What is it?
最後に愛してるって聞かせてください。
Please let me hear you say you love me.
さよ僕は君を永遠に
He's called her Sayo too. Ah, I will forever. Ah, didn't even give him time to say it. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh, you're gonna end it like that? What is it now? 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Surrender. That's what this chapter is called. Bro. Beato's portrait. The kitchen. Genji. No, not Genji. After Genji finished taking his late meal, he went out to do the nighttime rounds inside the mansion. I'm just imagining Genji, bro. Genji, everyone is dying around him, but he's still doing his servant duties. Only Genji will do that. Only Genji will do his servant duties. Everyone around him is dead. Only Kinzo and Rosa are the only people left to do anything for him, but he's still doing his servant duties till the end. What a man Genji is. I can't believe they've ended the chapter like that, yo. They've ended with the chapter. Beato didn't even let George say I love you to Shannon, and there was blood spatter everywhere, and then the glass broke to end the chapter. Are you serious? That's how you're gonna end the chapter? That's crazy. What chapter are we on now? 16? I think we've gone on longer than episode 1, haven't we? I think this has taken us longer than episode 1, I think so. I think episode 2 has been longer than episode 1. 16, chapter 16. But I feel like we're getting close though. I feel like we're getting close because yeah, Shannon, George, and Gora are dead, and there's 5 left that are going to go to the Golden Land, I guess, whatever that means. I mean, they haven't solved the riddle, but they're the ones that are going to be invited. No, the 5 remaining are the ones that are, you know, it doesn't say anywhere in the epitaph that they're going to be killed, even though in episode 1 they were killed, but they were also sent to the Golden Land, whatever that meant. We didn't see Rose in the tea party though in episode 1. But yeah, I think we're gonna. It's probably gonna. This episode's probably gonna end soon. After Genji finish taking his late meal. Man, what a way to end this part of Umineko. I need to go, y'all. My throat is really hurting. Like I said, I've been recording for over 2 hours. I think we've been recording for at least 2.5 hours now, right? Or 2 hours and 20 minutes at least, I think. Maybe we might have gone as far as 2.5 hours, y'all. We've been recording for a while. I need to. Yeah, I need to. We're done here. Essentially, we're done here. Was a good part of Umineko. The 3 died. The 3 homies died. We got to see a new 7 deadly sin, Beelzebub, the sin of gluttony. That was something. That was cool. Gora tried his best to sacrifice himself, but they all died in the end. Shannon, valiant effort, died gracefully. Beato, yo. Beato really hammed in there. Beato really did just went after Shannon there with the verbal assault. Didn't give him a chance to say I love you in the end. Then there's the whole chapel thing. Yeah, they got the key. At least the spirit mirror helped them a tiny bit. Helped them resist a tiny bit, but yeah, it was obviously futile in the end. They all died. Rest in peace. Ugh. But okay, 5 people left. I'm excited to see how this is gonna end now. 6 people left if you count Beato, human form. Which again, as you guys noticed, she went from being human form to being witch form with her dress when she came to the mansion, compared to when she was in the chapel. So I found that interesting. I don't know if that's an important thing for me to notice on, but I noticed on it. I noticed it, I should say. I'll try to remember to link to link the video in the description and also in the comments, while also putting the timestamp to skip the start of the video for everybody, so that everyone can have the best watching experience there. I'm gonna end this here. Hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I'll see you guys next time for, I don't want to say the ending of episode 2, because again there may be another 1 or 2 chapters, who knows. But considering there's like 5 people left, I think we don't have any more than 2 chapters probably. I think we have maybe this chapter and another chapter, but no more than that, I don't think. Genji still has his knife skills, and we still haven't seen Genji do his servant abilities, his saber sword coming out, or saber shield, whatever Shannon did there. But hopefully maybe we get to see Genji doing something too before he dies. That might be what happens this episode. Who knows, y'all. And yeah, then we have got Battler, Rosa, and Maria, of course. And there's still the mystery of where Kinzo is and what he's doing, and if he's still in the study or not. Well, the roulette is done picking. I think the epitaph is done, right? And we could check the epitaph. Whenever, I don't know when we praise her noble name, but at some point we praise her noble name. Epitaph of the portrait. On the 10th twilight, the witch revives and none shall be left alive. Right. We're currently on the 9th twilight, not 10th, sorry, 9th. Then the journey ends and we reach the home of the gold. Then this stuff happens. 4 treasures, gold souls. Okay. Rest in peace, my beloved witch Beatrice. Alright, letter, epitaph of the portrait, sure. We're done there. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed reading it. What a freaking saddening part. My throat is done. I need to take a rest because my throat is dead. My throat is dead, so I need to stop talking for the day. Talking for 2.5 hours will do that to you. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this one. Peace.